It's a venue and a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. It's been a great day of football to begin the season, and now it's time for our main event. We're off on Sunday night. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Smash, smash. Go, Reed, go. Ready.
And off to Benson to start the drive. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Staying on the ground with Benson. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
First and 10 from the 41. To the air with Love. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Cowboy 80.
Love from the gun. That finds Ayuk complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. It's Benson on the give. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants are off to a great start defensively. They forced a turnover on the opening possession. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They'll run again with Brown. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap to Fields. Complete out to the right. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Brown on the inside give. And that carry gets him up to the 44 on a solid gain. The rookie out of Alabama there on the tackle.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's Brown again. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running back, motioning right. The Giants using their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Fields out of the gun. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Edger and Cooper takes it away. And the Packers have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Brought in right side.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a first down.
Riley Patterson ready for the field goal try. The Packers take their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Shotgun now for Love. He connects downfield on 4. That's the end of the first quarter and our first Sunday night game of the season. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They're looking at first down here. They give up the gut to Benson. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Mustang 19.
From the pistol, here's Love. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Hut, hut.
Now a give, it's Benson headed right. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Koo able to put it through. And that one's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Off play action, it's Fields. Headed out right. He finds Johnson. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Fields on 3rd. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Kader Kohu. And the Packers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Benson on 1st and 10. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
They'll toss it here to Benson. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers parlay the interception into points. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Riley Patterson on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. Returnable from the 2. He's stopped on the return at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Complete out to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Right side cut by Higgins. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
You know, with some of these tight ends today, you could put 2 guys, heck, put 3 guys on them, and they still find a way to make those catches. With how they move at their size, they really are the ultimate matchup advantage.
We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. The Giants in need of some points before the break. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another throw for Fields. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction, and how well the defense had that one covered.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. Chased out to his right. And he'll be touched down after a big play.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
A give left side to Brown. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. Now Fields. He brings it in. And he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler, gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Brown. And this time they won't surrender anything. They wrap him up at the line. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. And they won't do it. So that falls incomplete on fourth down. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. Got to him early on the return and laid a big hit on him. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll try it right with Brown. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Has good room at the 35. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Giants will have a first down. Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the handoff, this is Brown. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it, still able to get that first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They're set up at the 35 now. They'll run here on first down. He's out in the clear. He cuts it to, and he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big gain, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front, receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
That one splits the uprights, and the Giants cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Alert! Alert! Check go!
Now an inside give to Benson. And he'll take this up to about the 34 before he stopped. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Here we go. Shot.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Love out of the shotgun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And the Giants are going to take over with a lot of field ahead of them. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hawk 7.
A run with Brown. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Edger and Cooper there to make the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. On 1st down, they'll run. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Cut near the goal line. And in. Touchdown, New York. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Lining up now to try the extra points. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Here we go. Huh.
Love now. Connects on the crosser. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Ready?
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A second down throw here for Love. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's got it inside the 25. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
They'll run here. It's Benson. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line.
The line is perfect. No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal. At the Giants.
That's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth.
Packers 10.
Ready up.
Still set up at the 9. It's second and goal.
Go. Set up.
Love from the gun. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
They've held him out twice. Here we go. Third and goal.
Set. Hiking 18.
They motion the tight end over.
Hut, hut.
Love now on third and goal. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. And the Giants will take over as he records his first interception of our season. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the second half of a one-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back gets the handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with third down and 5. Fields looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Fields now on 4th. Oh, he got some air under this one, deep down the middle. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40.
Hurt. Right there, hurt. Ready.
Benson now from the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Second and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Let's go.
Thrown on first down, Love. This reeled in by Benson. Takes it in, touchdown Green Bay. The Packers take a fourth quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Patterson tacks on the extra point. And the Packers push their lead to 3. Here's Patterson now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Going with Brown on the ground. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Second and 6 coming up here. They'll run again with Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a third down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Brown on the inside give. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Here's second and 11. Finds a man right side. And that is a big hit right after that catch, so the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll throw it. Complete out to the right. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
A give now to Brown. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. All right, here we go. Second down. Field throwing here. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Let's go now.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now it's Brown. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's Brown again. And he doesn't get this one very far, down to only about the 18. The Giants using their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To throw. Flushed out of the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. The Packers take their first time. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense staying out there. Look at this. They're trying 4th and 9.
Here we go. Set. Left wing 19. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw it. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minutes. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. On the return, here comes Davis. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19. 70 Timberwolf. 18 Pioneer. Let's go. Go.
Back to throw. Put the body on the line for his team. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's its 2nd. Still 1 more in their pocket to use.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
He'll look to throw it. Forced out to his right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Now to throw. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Big shot is hauled in. Feet are inbounds. Oh, what a play! So it's a win for the visiting Giants. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from Green Bay.